Hello and welcome back to Where Next Adventures.
Hello.
We're in Exeter this evening and it is very cold.
Very, very cold.
We're here because we are at Exeter Cathedral.
Behind us.
Yeah, there we go. For the Time, Sound and Light show, which looks like it's a mixture of visual art and
music, we think.
Music of some kind. We did a very similar thing, or we think could be a similar thing, when we went to Bordeaux last year. And we'll insert some footage of that. That was in an old sort of abandoned submarine base, and they were projecting artwork onto the sides of the concrete building. So that's what we think it might be like.
But it might not, but we'll show you anyway.
Yeah, so
come with us and we'll see what it's all about.
Yeah, let's head in because it's quite cold. So we've just come out of the exhibition in Exeter Cathedral, the Time, Sound and Light show. And what were your thoughts?
I'm a very honest person, so I'm going to just be honest. It was a bit anticlimactic.
Yeah,
it was. Andy said 5 out of 10. I'm going to say 4 out of 10. Now, we are comparing this to the Bassin Lumière in Bordeaux, which we mentioned previously. That was in an abandoned shipyard, which was pitch black. So we are comparing it to that. And the reason I'm comparing it is, first of all, my first issue, I don't know if you felt the same, but it was being projected onto a lot of texture and a lot of risen bits. Whereas where we saw the last kind of thing like this, it was on flat surfaces, water, and it was pitch black. That was not pitch black in there. It was quite light. So the colours were not vivid, were they?
Yeah, and because it's a cathedral, the stone, especially around this part of the country, the stone is quite beige in colour, so it wasn't going onto a dark surface. So the only ones that I thought really popped out in terms of colour were the deep reds and the deep blues, whereas everything else kind of got a bit lost.
So on the video, it may look, because I won't know until we edit, it might look quite vibrant and vivid, but in reality it was quite muted, which is fine. To those who haven't experienced anything really vivid, it might not be, it might be like, wow, amazing. The music was okay, but we couldn't read the writing or poems because half the writing was over a textured bit, or what would you say? It wasn't textured,
it's like the columns that you have in the cathedral where they've got like cornicing on, and obviously the artist didn't want it to just be fixed on one point for ages, but it was moving across that texture. And I think if it was on a flat surface, like a concrete surface, you could see it move around like the Bassin Lumière, where you could just watch it and read it carefully. Because it was all obviously focused around time and how we interpret time. But the things they were using, if you didn't see it when it was on the flat bit, you kind of missed it. You missed
it, And they've obviously crammed as many people in as possible.
It was busy.
Very hard to move around. You have to keep saying excuse me whilst people are like standing there watching. And it was just, I thought there'd be a bit more to it.
I'll tell you what it was. I think to sum it up for me, when we went to the Bassin Lumière, I was immersed in it. Yeah. When I was in there...
And we came back away, wow, didn't we?
Yeah, when I was in there just now, I thought, oh, that's pretty cool, that's interesting to see. But I was not immersed in it because there were too many people and there were, like the stewards say, can you move forward? It kind of takes you out of it.
It was good. It was impressive. It was good. But it wasn't the best thing we've ever been to.
I think I'd seen... I'd said talk to you about it because I'd seen adverts of it and pictures and promotional material from when it was in Cambridge and in London, and I think perhaps it looked so good then because it was on a different surface. Yeah. But it was £8 each, so it didn't break the bank.
Yeah, it's not broke the bank, and if you were in the area anyway, which we've done a lot today, we came here for this, but we did other things at the same time.
We made a day of it, didn't we?
Yeah, so regardless, if you're in the area, it wasn't horrendous. You did have to queue a little bit. We definitely didn't go in at 8 o'clock when we had our scheduled time to go in. We went at, quarter past, yeah. So it was a little bit delayed, but we did get an email explaining that that's probably going to happen. Yeah. Other than that, I mean, we weren't in there very long, I'll be brutally honest. I don't know how long we were in there for, but where we're comparing it to, we could have spent hours in the other place. This felt very, very rushed, but I hope you enjoy the content. I am going to have to potentially put music over the clips because it's probably copyrighted. We don't want to obviously get copyright strikes on our channel. But the music, just so you know, if you're wondering what it did sound like, it was just quite dramatic, cinematic music. There was no talking, no singing. It was just like doom, yeah, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, a bit of like mechanical sounds.
Yeah, just dings and stuff like that. So I'll put something nice over it. You would have heard, but it wasn't that. So I will put a disclaimer at the bottom of the video that music is not the same, just so you know.
You know what it's telling me? I think we need a future Where Next Adventures back to Bordeaux.
Yes, and we can show you what that looked like. It was a nice thing to go out for, but it's not a long thing. So if they do this next year and you want to go, don't expect hours of time. It's a quick thing. But yeah, we enjoyed it. But it was not amazing.
Yeah. I reckon if we'd have done this and then done the Bassin Lumiere, we'd probably be like, oh yeah, that's
all right. Yeah. So I think when you're comparing it to, I suppose it's like going to Disney and then going to another theme park.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, is this it? But regardless, we probably won't go next year to it.
No.
But I'm glad we've done it.
Yeah, you have to try these things, and we're glad we tried it. So thank you for watching, and we will catch you next time on Where Next Adventures. Make sure that you leave us a like, leave us a comment, and what else do they always need to do?
You need to subscribe. You actually really do.
That'd be really good.
You have to. Like, if you've watched up to this point and we're saying please subscribe and you haven't already, why?
You're obviously putting up with us.
Yeah, so please just click that button. It's free. I know lots of people say that and you hate when people say that.
I hate it.
It's free, do it. Anyway, have a lovely whatever you're doing and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye for now.
Bye.